Hi guys, it's me again. This is the third time I'm trying to do this video. This recording program has just been crashing all over the place, so I'm just gonna go through it real quick. I'm gonna try and keep it quick. So, I thought for this time I'll show you guys what I thought when I looked at our latest war, my mirror number 1. So first up, I went with a Laloon. The first thing I saw was these guys, right there. The air defense sweeper. This is a giant mistake from a base building perspective, guys. Never put a sweeper right next to an air defense. That's just a really obvious zap location. And there's not really a way you can use that to make like a trap, like you want them to zap it. They just get too much from that zap. It's going to be bad for your base regardless of how you plan to take advantage of the fact that they zap stuff. It's just a really bad idea. So the question here isn't so much what am I going to do, how am I gonna attack it, but which one of these am I gonna zap and where is my Laloon gonna start? That's just a no-brainer. So it could work both ways. Personally, looking back at it now, I think it would be better if you zap this one. That way you'd move from year to year to year. A hound might pop on this side because it's getting hit by an expo, by a queen, by an expo coming from this way, that way. And then you can just drop a rage right above here somewhere and they will take out the queen. I did it differently though, but that just goes to show that even with a slightly inferior plan, this is still such a big mistake that it doesn't even matter. It's still a 3-star. So let's look at the base. See what I did here. So first up, what you guys will see is they give us 30 seconds before the attack, right? And I don't know about you guys, but whenever I go in on an attack, I'm really nervous. So I just made a rule out of just waiting out the 30 seconds, just to calm myself down and just be, so that I do everything optimally. So in this case, I zap that one. So the Laloon should start. I'm a little bit slow on it. Again, I'm just going through this. I know that if this works the way it's supposed to work, it's going to be a really quick attack. So I have time. There's nothing rushing me. So right here, guys, I see that Max Hound is losing hit points really fast. I didn't expect that, so that's why I raged right there. I might have raged a bit deeper in, but it was just a little adaptation. Next, the hounds go this side. So because I only had one hound left, I'm sending 2 on this area. Another rage to get it through. And at this stage, the rage pups are killing that queen. It would have been easier if they killed her in this location where she was. It was actually really lucky that she was on that side. But it worked out anyway. And as you guys can see, this is done. Another thing, you'll see that I am just about dropping my euros. So if you don't need them, don't drop them. It's not that hard. If you could use them in another thing, like for instance, if there was a queen that was exposed that you could just suicide king to get rid of her, that's one way you could use them. If they can tank for you at a later stage of your attack and keep point defenses busy while your loons head that direction, that's also a really good way to use them. But if there's nothing you can use them for, don't use them. Just keep them for cleanup. And there's a 3-star. So looking at that, we're gonna look at some attacks that I did. I actually did what I thought would be a live attack not too long ago when I was trying this for the second time. that kind of failed, so because it didn't record. But anyways, let's look at it again. So first up, when I saw the space, let's look at the weaknesses. These sweepers, they're both aiming at the same direction. That is not ideal either. Generally speaking, you want to aim them at different directions, because this just means that anything that I send at the back here is completely free. The hounds and the loons can go wild. There's no sweepers pointing their direction. So for Laloon, the one big thing that would make you think twice about using Laloon is really good sweeper locations. If they point in opposite directions, if they even point towards one another, if they point towards air defenses that make it a little bit hard, in opposite directions or in different directions, that's really nice. There are ways, like if you look at my war base, I kind of break that rule, but there's a very specific reason for it, as I explained in the previous video. So with this one, what I'm seeing here, I could zap any of these guys and except that one. I want to keep that one up because it's close to the queen. If a hound pops here, I could rage it. The queen will drop real fast. The other thing is, this one is relatively close to it, so it's a short path. I might keep this one as well. So that means I have to zap one of these guys. So instinct tells me zap this guy, just because the sweeper's pointing at him, it might be a little bit hard. And then I might start right here, the Laloon portion, and then go this way and then end up with the queen. Hopefully my hounds are all at about half life this side, and since my rages will be used around these locations, it wouldn't really, the loons will do a lot less damage, meaning it gives the queen more times to pop a hound, and then I could just kill her there. So let's see how that went. So in this instance, you will notice that I do not have my heroes with me. Instead, I went for a little bit more loons and a baby dragon to be kind of a makeshift queen. So again, heavy on the loons, first portion, 2 hounds in there, a rage at the starting location, another hound trickling in there, another hound, and things are looking good so far. Rage here by the queen. That hound's about to pop. Hopefully they take out the queen. Things are moving around. Things are moving around. Yeah, see, there, queen died. And this should be the base. So as you guys can see, I kept that baby dragon back just because I didn't need it yet. So right now I'm considering whether I am going to use it for cleanup. I am thinking I should drop it somewhere, but then I thought, wait 5 seconds, see how it plays out, and it helped me a lot, because right after I thought I should keep it in the bag for a bit, that wizard tower took out all my loons. So I dropped it here. I know I have 2 hounds there, one just popped. Very unfortunate, the wizard actually shot the pups as they popped, so it killed most of them. But I had this baby dragon in the bag, so I dropped it here. While that hound is tanking for it, it'll take out the rest of the defenses, and these pups can clean up. So that was just a little bit, my patience paid off a bit, and that ended up in a 3-star, which is great. So as this was my makeshift hero, I use it for that purpose. If you don't need it, don't drop it. And the base is done. Let's speed up through that. There we go. 3-star. Great stuff. We're gonna go look at another one I did earlier on, in which there's something I want to show you guys in it. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'll find out. Which one was it? Let's see, was it this one? Might just as well look at it. Might be. Let's look at this one anyway. So yeah, it's this one. So right there, the sweeper was outside. I just used one loon to get rid of that, and I zapped that one. So now I can come in with my loons. What I saw here was the upgrading air defense. That's a clear weakness. So lots of loons at the first area. There should come down a rage somewhere. But see, it's not really needed yet. I dropped it a little late because this air defense is not doing any damage to anything. So I have that extra time. So right here, more hounds going in. Another rage. And we end off at the queen. Lots of pups to take care of her, and that's game. So again, I didn't need my heroes, so I kept them back for cleanup. If you don't need them, don't drop them. That's just the golden rule there. And this base is also done. So there we go, guys. Just patience is key, and always look for weaknesses. That's about what there is to it. Okay, that's it for today. Short and sweet. See you guys later.